Greetings YouTube, Simon here, and welcome to another Final Fantasy VII Remake update. And today we are looking once again at the box art that was revealed a few days ago for the game. Now, as I mentioned in my initial video when this was revealed, overall I'm very happy with the design. I am, loving the fact that it's paying homage to the original game, the original box art, because that's, as far as I'm concerned, Square telling us that despite the fact that this is going to be a remake, despite the fact that there's going to be a lot of changes, not only to the graphics, but to the overall design, to the story, and to pretty much every aspect of the original game, it's also going to have its roots in that original game. And that is something that I think fans are going to be very happy about. So I think they've made good choices here with the overall design for the box art. However, something that's been noted around the internet and something that has also been niggling me a little bit, and there's a Kotaku article about this that I'm going to be referencing in a few moments' time also, is that there's something off about this particular design, and it's only going to be notable to those of you that have been following along with development of the game. And it's not so much what the art is, but what it isn't. Not something that it has, but something that it doesn't have. Now, for those of you that have been following development of the game, and I'm sure that's most of you watching this video, you'll know that perhaps one of the most controversial aspects that Square have decided to take the remake direction into is that it's going to be released over multiple episodes. So the game that we're getting next year, March the 3rd, 2020, the game that will be included in this box here will not be the entirety of the remade version of Final Fantasy VII. That is going to be taking place over several episodes. What we're getting next year is the first portion of the original Final Fantasy VII, the Midgar portion of the game, and that's what's going to be included in this game that's going to be disked with this box art. And yet there's nothing on this box art that would even remotely suggest that this is going to be an episodic game. Now, I fully understand, that the game next year is going to be a fully fleshed out version of Midgar. It's going to be a full 40-hour experience. Square have already confirmed that. It's not going to be an episodic release in the sense that it's going to be a smaller game and that's, multiple episodes are going to make up one game. These are going to be multiple full-sized episodes. But it's also begging the question as well, because think about it. When we get the reveal for the Episode 2 box art, that's not going to just be called Final Fantasy VII Remake. Well, I assume it's not just going to be called Final Fantasy VII Remake. It's going to have a subtitle to differentiate it from the first game here. And yet there's going to be an inconsistency there, because that will have a subtitle, Episode 2 or whatever, and this first game hasn't had one. But anyway, let's just have a look at the article that Kotaku have posted by Jason Schreier. Sorry, I always get his name wrong. Jason says it's killer art. It is, I like it, but if you saw it on a store shelf, you'd have absolutely no idea that it's just part one of the remake. Indeed, it's difficult to know what Square have been thinking really when they designed this. Yeah, it's possible that whoever made this box art just forgot that the remake is going to be split over multiple episodes. That's possible, anything's possible. But isn't it much more likely that Square have willfully decided to not subtitle this game as Episode 1 or some other subtitle that would just make clear to people that it is just the first of several parts to come? And if that is a willful decision on their part, then why did they do that? Is it because they know that a lot of people that they want to buy this game will probably not buy it until it's fully available in all of its episodes? I've already known people on my comment sections of my previous videos say such, that they're not going to be purchasing until all episodes are available. But Square have committed to their release decision. They've committed to splitting the original game up into multiple episodes for the remake. If they've already committed, they need to stand by that commitment, in my opinion, and make it clear to people that that's what they're doing. And you could argue for sure that this is potentially misleading, because if you saw this on the shelf and you haven't been following with development, there's just no way you would know that this wasn't the full game that's been remade here. This was only a small part of the original. Even though the game itself will be big, you could potentially be disappointed when you reach the end of the Midgar section, only to find out you've then got to wait for Episode 2. I think that should be clear on this art. But let me know what you think in the comments, guys. Do you think this is good business practice on Square's behalf to not subtitle the box art here as episode 1? Or do you think that it's a poor decision on their part that could potentially cause some trust issues down the line? Yeah, it'd be interesting hearing your thoughts on this, and try and keep things civil in the comment section. I would appreciate that very much. Saves me having to moderate things too heavily. But thanks for stopping by today, folks, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.